I'll play a song for you while I welcome in the room. I need to get some water anyway. So this is Ken Carson. He does Grant, Liberty Warrior Nation, Warriors. His music, he's been censored and banned off of many, many platforms. And his music is a good vibe. You guys will love it. So I'm just going to start his song and go get me some water. I'll be right back.
Everywhere I go, feeling all alone, feeling all alone. And everyone I know has a pot of gold and arms around the soul, arms around the soul. So you I believe, but everyone can help me, someone may. So you I believe, but everyone can help me. It's a matter of time. So I can come and find me. Oh, come revive me for a while. Don't take a while. Why can't you come and find me? Oh, come revive me anytime. Don't take your time. Walk alone again. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I always see you there. Smile and walk away. My hope begins to fade. My hope begins to fade. So do I believe whatever I want to nothing to someone may. Don't take a while. Don't take a while. Do I believe whatever I want to nothing? It's a matter of time. So I can love you and find me.
Hey, good morning. We'll drop this in stand up and I'll turn this off and get going here. His music is, I love it. I love it. So good. All right, here we go. Pause it because Robert's here, so that's good enough. Hey, Robert, good morning. You think? Uh-oh, is it still burning over there, buddy? Oh, no, those aren't good emojis. Those aren't your usual happy self emojis there. Oh, it's burning up, huh? You got some redwood trees burning up over there in Old Jedediah State Park. What's going on, friend? You don't usually cry. What's wrong? No, it's okay. Good. Okay, good. No, it's not a Good Friday, actually. No, you know what? Yesterday's paperwork that Linda gave me, you're good. Good. It's really smoky here still. It's really bad. Linda is our local active Humboldt. I asked her yesterday, she is a state nationalist, you guys. And so the first thing I want to start off with is how the media manipulates the language and how they also set the tone to, I just saved a picture this morning. It was perfect and brilliant as to what they do. And they'll say something like, nationalists, white nationalists are racist, or they are conspiracy theorists. And so I really like what this said. I saved this quote here. You can't see it, but I'll read it to you. But there's a snapshot if you want to see it later. It's so glary, isn't it? In my experience, the smear campaign is always used by abusers for what they consider premeditated damage control in anticipation of exposure. Do you understand what that means? It means they already know something's coming out, right? So it's like the defense of either a lie, it's a setup as a lie, or, anger. And we're dealing with two narratives here. And I've been trying to wrap my mind around these two narratives since I've learned about the state nationalists that actually exist. They are actually very real. They make up the assembly, and I'm gonna try to explain it to you how I understand it. Okay, this is my understanding of it, and I do have some websites that you can go to and read, and there's tons of videos on it, but this is what I understand. And I'll go ahead and share one of the best articles that I ever seen on it. And I shared it yesterday. It's on my website, hilltopworkshops.com, and it's called the Marshall Report. And the first time I ever came across it, somebody shared it, and it talks about the two different, this is the best article that lays out the two different narratives that we have going here. Why does it seem like there's two different sets of laws going here? Well, I'll show you why, because it's actually not new. We either have two presidents right now or we have no president right now. Okay. Most of us have enough common sense to recognize that this guy here with the face diaper on had about 6 people at his rallies in his circles. Maybe 1 in 6 circles, something like that. He did not have the votes. The evidence is there. I'm not going to sit and argue with any of you about it. If you want to find it, if you want me to share it with you, I will. But it's definitely there. And somebody just shared me one this morning that was from a couple of girls. Well, it's on BitChute, but I'll try to find it and share it with you. But it's from a couple of girls who were stealing recall mail mallets. Is that right? Mail ballots, recall mail ballots for Governor Newsom. And they had a postal key, and they went into it and opened it up and snatched all of the things. So 2 things before I get into this whole corporate America and we the people, because that's what it is, you guys. It's corporate America and it's we the people. Before all of that, you have to understand the mind manipulation going on with the programming. It's television, the media. The media are the biggest corporate liars, runners. They're their water carriers. They do all their bidding for them. So they're at the helm of the lies. Just think of it this way. You have a lawful government in place, which is we the people, and then you have a corrupt government in place, which is the Corporation of America, which is embezzling money from we the people on a grand scale and also on a local scale. So we figured it out here in Humboldt County that that's what they're doing. That's why our Board of Supervisors won't go back to work, and they're Zooming from home and guilt tripping us about taking this and using this. Sick of you people. You're our public servants. You're our public servants. And you will be dealt with according to the law, because the laws on the books are what we really have. And the only power that the corporate America people have are the ones that the American people so foolishly give to them. So, and unfortunately, a lot of people are not fools, but they've been put in a position with their jobs and with their schools and their livelihoods where they now are recognizing, oh my gosh, I'm under corporate America. I'm under corporate America. You are either under we the people or you are under corporate America. That's it. And it's very easy to distinguish it now. It's very easy to wrap our mind around it now. It's piece of cake, okay? So I'm just gonna go down to this little diagram here, okay? You see this here? Washington, D.C. stands for District of Columbia. Is Columbia part of the United States? No, it's a foreign entity. It's a foreign land. And when they stole what they stole from us last November, they did it with the help of foreign powers. Okay, so why is it so crazy right now? Because all of the corruption is coming to the surface. All of the dross, it's like silver and dross, right? When you melt down silver, it's like the chaff and the wheat. It's the corruption. It's the part we don't need, and this is the part that's doing the most suffering to us all over the world, all over the world. Last night I watched a video before I went. I shouldn't have put it on. It was in Australia, and it was a banned video, and it was a child that was being ripped from their parents' arms, and they had to hold that parent down. This parent did not want this. And Australia has some very corrupt, evil human beings that are doing the bidding for the evil corruption corporation, because it's not just America, you guys. The Corporation of America there's a bigger picture. Okay. There's a bigger picture here. And, a lot of my friends know this has to do with Rothschild banking. This has to do with the central banking system. This is why Lincoln, Kennedy, Reagan was shot. They've been trying to get away with this system forever. They have killed over 200,000 people is the estimated. I mean, who knows? But in their power, and people that get in their way, the Federal Reserve, these people, what they do is they siphon money from us. They embezzle money from us. That's what they do. So this article is great because it will show. Look at here. Towards the end of the article, I know that a lot of this stuff sounds like hokey pokey to a lot of people. But if you're actually paying attention to world news, if you're actually paying attention, the first arrest that I saw was the Italian prime minister. And look, German Chancellor Angela Merkel stepped down too. Lots of government, they're all going down. If you've ever watched The Fall of the Cabal, then you understand that what is going on is a lot of things behind the scenes that can't be talked about. If they talked about them, you wouldn't have the dross coming to the surface. You understand? We are going to suffer. We are suffering now, because we've let this go by for so long. Oh my gosh, I just came back to my chat. Hello, good morning, y'all. Magilas, hello. And Neck of the Woods, skim it off the top. Yes, darling, they skim it off the top is right. Or I don't know what you meant by that. They take it from everywhere, from every crevice, don't they? So yeah, this Trump Ode to the Corporation is a great website. It's called the Marshall Report. It doesn't have anything to do with actual Marshalls. It's the woman's name. It's Diane Marshall. And so I haven't looked at much of her other reports, but I do know it looked like, I don't know if she hasn't posted since July, or if I need to go into her thing and you select the month here. This is how it is. I don't see August. She's very quiet in August. Okay. So this is actually not a hypothesis. This is real. This is legit. State nationalists reside in the California Assembly. They reside. James Gallagher is a state nationalist, I believe. Kevin Kiley is a state nationalist. They're the two that have been on Newsom's butt more than anybody else. They have filed many, many paperworks in court. And when you go to court as a state nationalist, you go before the court and you say, does this court recognize common law procedures? And the courts that are corrupt are being found out, because we've had these two different operations of law. There's two different systems of law since 1871. That's what that whole article is about. And what happened was, according to that article and according to Jennifer Goodwin, who does assembly training, the state legislators walked out of Congress in 1871, which is you need 75 people to create an assembly. Hi, Jerry, how are you? And that's it. And you create an assembly and you can be represented. Okay. So I'm not sure what year it was, if it was 2019 or 2020, I think it was 2019. All the legislators came back they all came back into the house, which is why we will have hand audits, right? This is why we will have a day of reckoning, because our Constitution still stands. And there are people that are still aware. They haven't been able to write. I'll share a link with you right now. They have not been able to kill everyone off yet that's a state nationalist. Okay. So two websites that I have. Well, actually, there's only one that I have that she does training right here. This is my personal website, you guys, Hilltop Workshops. So you go under legal information. Let me just double check I'm sharing, because you all know how it is. And then you go to legal information, and then you go down to American States Assembly, and I will copy and paste that for you. Now, I know that on Liberty Warrior, a lot of people, like including Jeff and certain people, they're not all in agreement as far as, this has to do with your birth certificate, right? This has to do with your birth certificate and the fact that, let's just peruse her website right now, okay? This lady was marketing, very successful, 6-figure, maybe 7, I have no idea. She did 3 marketing websites. She gave up her careers she bought an RV, you guys, to go on the road to teach people about this. Okay. So, Jennifer Goodwin, she will tell you in her testimony, she has a little short clip testimony somewhere. She found God. She's a believer. She believes in Jesus. And that's why she did what she is doing, because she really believes. So here we go. This is some little points we're going to make. Okay. I'm skipping over the part where it's about your birth certificate, you guys. They trade on your birth certificate. They trade you on the stock market. Okay. But some of this stuff there's layman talk about this, and that's where I'm going to try to stay in that lane. And then there's progressed, advanced people that have been in this for a long time. They have a better wrapping. So you have been misidentified as a United States citizen, territorial citizen, and then refined as a citizen of the United States. And this has to do with the courts. You've heard this. I know a lot of you have heard this. When your name is on a piece of paper from the courts, in all capital letter, that is from the Corporation of America. They have identified you as their property. Okay. Obviously, you need to come home to the land and soil of your country and declare your true status. So they've done this thing where it happens without your knowledge. Okay. So to correct your citizen statusship, what I do know about this is I've never started this process. What this is a 2,000-page document. Did I drop it in there for you guys or not? Am I just making you sit here and, yep, I did. Okay. Yay. So what this is this 2,000-page document establishes for the public record your status, your citizen status. So returning your good name to the land and soil of your birth state, the explanation of your good name from any foreign, territorial, or municipal status, cancellation of all previous powers of attorney that have left you vulnerable to attacks, and the seizure of control of your estate and other assets by claiming and relocating your assumed names back to the land and soil you are heir to. There are people that are not paying a mortgage right now. There are people that are not paying taxes right now. Linda in Humboldt County, I just found out yesterday, I asked her straight up, are you a state nationalist? Because she mentioned to me that she was having to deal with this and it was dealing with her house. And I assumed that she has, once you do this status, a lot of people are finding that they do not have to pay a mortgage and taxes, but she says it happens every year. They harass her. It's not like you fill this out and everything's hunky-dory wonderful. These corrupt corporate America people are not going down without a fight, you guys. So we have to fix our status as assembly. First of all, before all this, I feel like we have to find our local assembly. And I was told that Humboldt County does have a chapter here. So I got the number of the person who is the state nationalist assembly person yesterday, and I'm going to get a hold of them this weekend. So the training is $1 a month. This is someone who has been hacked, harassed, censored, filtered. Her website's been taken down. I was a paid member of this at one time. And then the girl has been through it. They do not want you to know about it. They want you to think that this is a racist organization full of conspiracy theories. Okay. People watching this right now probably think I'm stupid or crazy. I don't care. This is where the Constitution protects us. Your corporate America people, they're not protecting you. They are making money off you. You are nothing but a slave to them. And so that was one of the reasons why Justin and I really want to educate people on corporate America and really, separating our community. It's never been more clear now with all of the signals that we have to do and all of the medicine we're supposed to take. Who are you under? Are you a free person or are you under corporate America? Because corporate America is the one who is pushing all the unlawfulness. They're the ones who have you. They're the ones who own you. These people own you. Don't buy their stuff. Don't buy their stuff. So let me look at this chat here. Biden canceled or delayed his speech today. Go figure. These are red numbers on the back of your SS card. Okay. What are the red numbers on the back of your SS card? There are no red numbers on someone else's card. What could possibly read off that teleprompter? What could he possibly read off that teleprompter that could make that situation better? Honey, that's probably what they decided. They probably figured ain't a damn thing. Not even share that beautiful intelligence. Okay, I don't know. Not red numbers. Yeah, I don't know much about it, you guys. I haven't done it. I do know what I'll show you this. Let's say we just search up, what do we got? Congress, senators, House of Representatives, and state nationalists. Let's see what comes up, okay? Nationalists. These people have special status. National. Right. Members of the United States of Congress. Government track us. Let's see what this says. Okay. They're also on social media. Let's see. Enter your address. All right. We're just showing Democrats and Republicans as members of Congress. About the House of Representatives. House of Representatives. I want state nationalists. If you have any information on state nationalists, drop it in the link for me. I have looked it up in government sites. Let's see. Legislators, members of Congress. Let's look at them. All representatives and senators in Congress. List all members of Congress. Okay. So let's say I search. Let me search James Gallagher. James Gallagher. He is a California representative. Why is he not showing up? Maybe I didn't spell his name right. Well, I should have been better prepared for this, but I assure you there are state nationalists in Congress, okay? And there are lists where you can find them, committees, because I have people in my assembly. Those are the words you need to start getting familiar with. Find your assembly. Find your assembly in your state. In Facebook, let me show you Facebook's. I have to stop share I don't want anybody's privacy. They get upset when I share their privacy. Hi, Travis. Travis, how go the travels? How go the travels, Travis? Tell us how go the travels. I'm going to show you an assembly group, okay? California Assembly. Now, it is a private group, so I need to make sure that I don't show anybody's names and stuff like this. There's 35 members only in our group. They've cleaned it up. There was a lot of people in here that were not active. Now, here's something very interesting, you guys. Some of you know this name. Some of you know. Who's heard of Anna von Reitz? Who has heard of Anna von Reitz? Let me put her in here, and then I'm going to Google for you who she is, because this is so interesting, you guys. She was, I believe, she was somebody who called out Fauci. So what this assembly says here, her name is at the top of it. So the about says this: you must live in California. This is the official page for the California Assembly under the guidance of Anna von Reitz. Okay, so let's look up Anna von Reitz together and see who she is. I thought she was a doctor, but maybe no, she's a judge. She's a judge. Okay, so she is about taking America back. She wrote a book. She's all about the assembly. She's all about your rights as a state nationalist. So let's look at her. That's a book. Anna von Reitz. She's probably your authority, you guys. Let's see what this says here. Okay, so here, let me share with you now. I am sharing. Okay. Here is a document from, Ohio is leading the way, you guys. Ohio, lucky you, neck of the woods. You have Tom Renz, R-E-N-Z. He's filed the first federal lawsuit in Ohio against the governor. And he's also filing he's the one who has that lawsuit where 45,000 people died within the first 3 days of the jab. So, and I did not know this, but if you are a lawyer and you file in federal court and your I's aren't dotted and your T's aren't crossed, you can lose your license. So when you file a motion or what is this called? A case in court, a docket or whatever, it better be right, because they will take your license away. So she's a judge, you guys. She's a judge, and that's who our assembly in California is under. Okay, so they're tolerating me in that group, even though I haven't put my my name down and everything. But she will. I don't know how this really works at all. Barrett. So Barrett's on here. Is that Amy Comey Barrett? I don't think so. Maybe, could be. This is filed in 2016. So perhaps this. I don't know when the assembly started, you guys. I really don't. But I know very little about it. I know enough that it was formulating in my mind yesterday, and I thought, all right, I'm going to give it a shot, okay? And I hope that it's somewhat understandable for you guys. Maybe we could send over cases. I don't know. I've seen her name. I swear I've seen her name with Dr. Falsey before. So let me just do a quick little thing and see. Interview with a sovereign, her world. In Alaska. Looks like she lives in Alaska, but let's see. I almost wrote Falsey. So convinced that's his name. Let's see what she's, okay. I knew it was about the Spanish flu. I knew it was about the flu thing. She did a study on it. She determined, actually, she exposes what Fauci determined, you guys. This hypocrite liar. I remember now. Oh, but never mind. We're going to fact check. We're not going to this paper because they're a bunch of liars, obviously. They want to go back on what he said. So yeah, she basically, I don't remember. I thought they did the paper together. Yep, here it is. They did the paper together, this judge, and this is it. I've seen this. I have this in my notes. Okay, in 2008, Dr. Falsey co-authored a paper about the flu, Spanish flu, that rates were the most devastating. It swept the entire planet, blah, 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 blah. So what did they find? They discovered that most victims of the Spanish flu did not die from the Spanish flu. They died from bacterial pneumonia. And bacterial pneumonia was caused by, wait for it, wearing face diapers. Yeah, you people pushing your stupid face diapers, telling me that everybody died of the flu when really they died of that. So I've known this. I've seen this last year, and I didn't know she was a judge. I didn't know she had an assembly, you guys, but I seen this. And that's why we know he's such a faker too. So what actually happened was that an unobserved pandemic of bacterial pneumonia was unwittingly created instead. Dr. Falsey knows about it because he wrote about it in 2018. You can find that article. I used to have it. I might have it connected in one of my blogs. on Hilltop Workshop somewhere in the earlier ones. I just don't remember that I ever linked this to it. So a huge public health hazard and the threat of a non-viral pandemic of bacterial pneumonia is being fostered by the use of fake diapers, and he knows it. And we all know it too, right? It should be a roadside billboard, no doubt. But Mike's first, right? I want that billboard in Humboldt County. I want that billboard in Humboldt County. So this stuff is interesting, right? It's interesting to learn about common law people. They're not as uncommon as you think. They're all over. And the bummer is that I suspect that they are outnumbered, right? They're outnumbered. And I'm afraid that the balance of corporate America and state nationalists is like this. And so, we have a silent war going on with these people. And we have, the way I see it is you've got your people at the top, your Vatican, DC, that whole triangle, right? Freemason, Illuminati, New World Order, Agenda 21, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. I don't care what you call it. Call it whatever you want. And they're at the top of this corporate, it's not just corporate America. Look at Australia, right? Look at Australia. Look at India. Look at these countries where, how is it they're getting human beings to treat other human beings like this? Or death, right? Or, you do this thing or you die. It's like, oh man, don't we ever learn? Don't we ever learn? How do human beings treat each other like this? I don't understand. So the media I do understand because it's the media, right? And there was a 30-year-old kid at our little rally at the Tuesday Eureka City Council meeting that they did not have. And we had instead a little rally outside where they were supposed to be working this week. And there was a 30-year-old kid out there with a sign, and it was his birthday. And he was hanging out with all us old farts. It's mostly older people that go to those rallies. And I would love to see some young people at those rallies. But he was out there. He was 30s, turning 30. And he wanted to tell me how he knew about the scientists that came over after World War II, that the Americans put to work to create the smartest, most ingenious, that used all those wonderful, wonderful gas chambers and trains and all that technology. I'll give it to the Aryan nation. They're smart people, aren't they? We're smart people, but we're cruel people. And they got those scientists and they brought them over here and they put them to work. It's called Operation Paperclip. Go look it up. I don't have a link today, but if you go into BitChute or Rumble or anywhere in the underground non-mainstream media, you can find out about Operation Paperclip. And Robert and Justin and I are going to talk about the mind control one of these days. And we're going to talk about, it's the mind control, it's the media, it's what they do. It's how they do it. And the fear is the most effective, and that's what they use. You're under a truck again? Travis, God be with you, brother. I hope you're safe. So all I'm going to, just think of it as three things right now, you guys. There's media and there's truth, right? And we know enough to know that the media is not telling us the truth. So you have the media, and they are in bed with corporate America. I was gonna do a mind map. You guys ever see MindMeister? If you like drawing mind maps and flows and visual stuff like that, there's this program called MindMeister. Yeah, I hope you have strong jacks too, buddy. And you can do these visual things. And so I started one before, and it was showing laws, real laws and legislative codes, and then mandates, rules, guidelines, procedures, policies, and orders. Those fake-o words, those fake words are corporate words, you guys. Whenever you hear mandate, order, guideline, blah, 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 that is your corporate America talking to you. And so, just study your Constitution, study your Bill of Rights, find your assembly in your town, find your state assembly. They most likely have a Facebook group Okay, they most likely have a state group, if anything else. California only has 35 people in our state assembly group. So I'm not sure if there's another group where it's the actual nationalists and we're just kind of, they're letting us hang out and float around them, you know. Yeah, the repetitious words. You're good, sweetheart. I'm so worried about you, Travis. God, please protect Travis under that truck. Please, please, please. In Jesus' name, amen. Repetitive words over and over is how they do some mind control. 100% money. It's the best. You know, be a hero. Wear a Feist diaper. Be a hero. Take the jab. My gosh, that's the sickest. You know, that's why you got to watch out for the pride, because they're feeding people's pride and egos and giving them purpose. And that's why we're stuck with this crap, because we got so many people right now who are like dug in and they're invested and there ain't no way they're dropping this nonsense. They are saving lives. They are heroes. They have sacrificed so much for the last year and a half. How could they possibly give it up now? It's easy. Drop the fear. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but one of love, power, and a sound mind. A sound mind, not a confused mind. Confusion is of the devil. He is the father of lies. There is evil opposition at work here. Don't be a fool and think there's not. And every time you try to set out to do something good, you're going to come against it. Just try to, I got a challenge for you. You don't understand or believe in spiritual attack? You don't understand or believe the Bible's real? This one's for you. I challenge you to commit to reading the Gospel of John. And I challenge you to take note and pay attention to what happens every time you try to sit down and read the Bible. An animal will do something, a kid will cry or get hurt, the phone will ring, something will happen, okay? And that's a tiny example. I shared this week how Robert came from Crescent City last Friday. We went to go to rally at the courthouse. And today it's from 4 to 6, you guys. We're changing it. We're going in the height of traffic today. We're going in the height of when everybody gets off work. Friday's going to be busy. We're typically there from 12 to 3. It's pretty dead after lunchtime. So today, and there's another group that's going out and they're going shopping face-free at Winco today at 4 o'clock. So if you are in Humboldt County and you would like to shop face-free at Winco with a group, go to Winco at 4 o'clock. Some of us will be at the courthouse. Some of us will be at Winco. Isn't that great? I think it's great. Our community is waking up. And Sunday, many of us will be in front of our hospital because finally our local healthcare workers are going to stand up for themselves and let those hospitals know they're not doing this. They don't get to do this. So it's really sad because what we see right now is a lot of these hospitals have sold out to corporate America, which is weird because St. Joseph's Hospital is a Catholic hospital. And so there's been a lot of things that they've held out on that they won't do as a Catholic hospital, like abortions and, stuff like that. And so I don't know now at this point where those Catholic hospitals are with corporate America. They used to get their private funding, but the minute you start taking money from corporate America, they start putting their stipulations on you. And now we're at this place in time where all those who have sold out to corporate America and didn't know it are finding out the hard way. And it's not their fault. I don't blame them one bit. It's not their fault. So, yep, I know, girl. We overlap a tiny bit. I was thinking about bumping me up till your pastor's preaching out of John 6 this Sunday, right on. I'm going to drop a link for a message that my pastor did on Sunday that was, I think it was probably one of the top 5 messages I've ever listened to in my life, which I mean, he's so good. They're all good from my pastor. He's incredible. He's a very intelligent man. He's got a degree in aviation science and computer technology, and he could probably make 3 times more money than he does. But money is not his God, so he doesn't. He loves us, and our church is fully supported. We do not pass the basket. There's a donation offering outside. Our church don't even look like a church inside. It's a building. It's a square box building. And it says you are loved on one wall. And we read the Bible like we tear into it like it's a college textbook, historical book. It is a historical book. And I would really enjoy debating some of my non-believer friends about the Bible that think that I'm deceived and that I fell for a silly book. And it's okay. I'm not offended by you guys at all. But I will say this. I would challenge you to read the Gospel of John and debate me on some substance. Not, there's books that are missing, and no offense, there's books that are missing, and all the things that people have said to me, the truthers, we're finding each other. And the thing is, we are divided by a lot of things, not just, I don't like to say, I'm not a religious person. Religion is what nailed Jesus to the cross. People will say I'm religious because I love to read the Bible and pray. And that's a shame, because Jesus came and was crucified by the religious people. So please don't consider me a religious person. I'm a free person. I've been set free by the truth. And it changed my life. It changed my husband and mine's life. And there's just nothing that could ever change that. I do know there are things that man likes to get involved with, but God is God, people. God is sovereign, and God will allow to happen what he will allow to happen. He's not tricked. He's not fooled. He will not be mocked. So I think it's very dangerous to start feeling like we know better than God and God's people. And it just, it's funny. It's funny to me that though it may be chopped up, though it may not be complete, though man's hands may have gotten through it over the years, it is still the word of God. It is still sovereign, and it is still changing lives today. Whether it's its complete version than what it originally was, there's very little in there that man has done. I've been taught a few verses that man has done to put in. My pastor told us, I think it was in Corinthians, where they know for sure this was added by man, because I'm unsubscribed to my church. Yeah, right, YouTube. Because I forgot what I was saying. Dang it. YouTube just totally took my, I can't stand that. I go to a thing I know I'm subscribed to and they unsubscribe me. It just upsets me. But I want to share this message with you guys, and I would challenge you to listen to it, because this guy is, he's not a grifter. He's not a grifter. And it's not really a fun time to be a Christian as far as persecution goes. So the dumbass governor of West Virginia is mandating the jab. My friend is an LPN, and they are having to pay $50 an hour to get help. This is an attack on our health and economy. Yes, it is. But you know what I realized yesterday, you guys, and I'll drop the link if anyone wants to chat. I realized yesterday with this corporate America thing and the We the People, I'm also going to drop a We the People link in for you guys, because there's also another place. I don't think they do the state nationalist thing, but what they do is they help counties organize. They help you find groups. They are showing the structures of how counties are dealt with. So, oh, come on, give me my We the People. Stand Up Michigan is leading the way. They really are. We the People, Stand Up Michigan. So, and they also have the Stand Up County. So let's look at that. This is what we all need here. So welcome to Stand Up Counties. Let's see how long this is. This is a minute. So let's watch this. Let me share. I am sharing, right? Okay. Let's watch this. I love this chick. She started this movement. She said this is the fastest growing grassroots movement that ever was.
That you've decided to partner with us. And hello, everyone, and welcome to Stand Up Counties. We're so glad that you've decided to partner with us and join Stand Up Michigan to make a difference in your local county. At Stand Up Counties, we realize that it is at the local community grassroots level where we are going to affect true lasting change, not only in your community, but in our state. So as a member of your local Stand Up Counties chapter, you will have the ability to build a strong activist network in your community. plan and execute activism activities, help fellow citizens get registered to vote, lobby for change in your state and federal governments, and inform your peers about the importance of their involvement in governance. At Stand Up Michigan, we know as the grassroots movement has really grown over the past year, we've recognized and realized the importance of getting people involved in their local communities. And this is where Stand Up Counties was formed. So thank you for joining. We look forward to working with you to affect real, lasting change in your county. And we, the people, are the ones that will really make a difference.
Woohoo, right? Awesome. And they do have a Stand Up Michigan morning. Some guy does coffee in the morning. Let's see what the Freedom Fest is. Summer tour. So yeah, last year I know what they were doing was they were going around to churches in big numbers to help those churches stay open. There's lots of good videos. If you guys need some inspiration, it's out there. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got to share something with you. This is so funny. This is so funny. I not funny, funny. You're back. Oh, you started 2:30. Okay. So, this is not funny, but it is, it blew my mind. Okay, you guys, this guy, I follow this gal. She goes around and where's my thing? How much stuff did I watch yesterday? I must have been watching it on a different channel. This girl's name is Kirsten. Let me find her. Look at Goofy Craig with his goofy wig. Isn't he funny? Oh my gosh, we have the best people. Where is it? Kirsten, where are you, babe? So Kirsten goes around the world, you guys, and what she does is she shares sustainable housing. You guys will love her. I know Neck of the Woods. You guys will love this chick. I'm going to show you some of my favorite ones by her. If I could find her. Why are you not showing me her? Okay. Let's just go here. Kirsten Dirksen. Okay, Kirsten Dirksen. She has 1.5 million subscribers now. She did not have that many when I found her, let me tell you.
I work in electronics and computers.
Access tools to help you craft your self-reliance. Okay, so I'm just going to share the first one. First, like the title, this guy, the whole shebang. So this guy I'm going to show you guys is the most self-reliant person I've ever seen in my life. Okay, in my life. You just, I can't play it. I'm not going to play this whole thing for you because it's 26 minutes, but you're not going to believe this guy. You're not going to believe this guy.
You got water?
This is amazing.
Oh, you got a lamb. She's just feeling like restless right now.
At first, I was like, "Oh man, this guy."
Yeah, so I walked JC here by herself all the way up to Washington. It was surprisingly hard. That was like the first journey that I ever did, like outside the valley with my dairy sheep, walking wise. Like we've hitched rides down to Mount Shasta and stuff like that. But I'm waiting to take this wagon out as soon as it starts to cool down because it's actually easier for
10
me
years
to travel.
like this, okay? 10 years.
When I
He's
was
lived
living out
like
of pack
this.
boxes, I was living under an umbrella. A number of different shelters that I made before that, like little wearable teepees and little miniature teepees.
Walking the sheepies from that paddock over there with my teepee that we're trading for. It's raining, so I go for my poncho.
I'm gonna try to find you the middle of this where he is showing. Okay, where he shows. He's gonna show you his. So okay, these are sheep, right? And he's got.
2 layers of wool. I made each. This is 2 layers. This is 2 layers. This is 2 layers.
He's got. This is what he does with these sheep, you guys, is amazing. Okay, so he's going to show you. This is just really the part I want to show you. This ice box thing he has, and it's just his inside of his whole little unit. This is like this is the smallest shepherd's wagon I've ever seen, but I have seen shepherd's wagons before.
Yeah, because you have butter here that's not melting.
Okay, so let me go back a little bit. He's talking about his refrigeration system that he has in this thing. So I want to catch it from the beginning.
60 degrees. So this holds my sheep.
Sorry.
I have main bottle at kefir grains, and so I don't need to refrigerate them. But this is my cooler. This is my evaporative cooler cheese cave. and it
Cheesecake.
keeps everything down to 55, 60 degrees. So this holds my sheep pregnancy tests that have to be kept down to like 55 degrees. It's actually a perfect cheesecake.
Yeah, because you have butter here that's not melting.
Justin, I'm
No, like,
thinking
have
of
heard
you,
an evaporator
buddy.
cooler?
I have for like a small cooler for
Yeah.
a house.
It's the same principle as when we sweat and it evaporates off. It pulls heat off of our body. I just take this and
I'm just gonna
I
play
set an
this for a while, you
adjustment so
guys.
that
This
it makes
this
it more of a
blew
spray.
my mind
Yeah, and so I
yesterday.
just do this twice, maybe 3 times a day if it's 100 degrees or more. I just do this.
So what's the material?
It's wool. You know how they say that wool is very breathable but yet insulative? It's 3 layers of wool. I made each. This is 2 layers. This is 2 layers. This is 2 layers. But then I have this 3rd layer around the bottom. So this is the perfect swamp cooler material. This is my bed. Well, just imagine that my head goes all the way. I'm actually laying like a foot down further. But yeah, I can totally stretch out because this is 6 foot and I'm only 5.5 foot, so I can totally stretch out. But I keep my backpack right here so that I can use it as
Chuck,
like a
you could do that, but you
grain
need
grinder
to.
is mounted like this. But
You can read. It looks like you have a book here.
yeah, this book
Right,
isn't.
look at
I'm really disappointed in this book.
You have a lot of belted pieces there too as well. What are those?
So all the pieces that I have left over after making clothes. This is actually 7 years old. I made this with her mom. My second sheep I ever had, and I've worn this every single winter. And this has lasted 4 years.
So you have your sleeping bag or something in there?
My sleeping bag is in the back, and then my winter clothes are behind that. A lot of this is my curtains from last winter.
Yeah,
Okay,
at first
so
you
my
think
curtain.
he's crazy. I'm like, this guy's
Yeah, it
crazy.
was really,
This
really
guy.
nice.
Well, he
It's
needs a
really
haircut, right? Like a
Because it's
Kiss
cold.
dreads.
How do you fare in the wintertime?
I have a stove, a mailbox stove that I put. I'm able to have fire.
But you know, I'm sorry for
Yeah.
dreads.
It's a really
I
cool
just
little
don't.
Stove. It's got a
They're not my
secondary
favorite.
combustion.
My
One
cat
of
gets
the
them. I have to
top
cut them
flame
off him. He
flame
can't.
next
He
to it.
gets so annoyed.
So any smoke.
My brother-in-law had him
Burn
for a
the second
while.
time, so it's
Love you,
really
Matt.
good. That'll come out.
You rocked the dreads, honey.
I have
You rocked the
forms of
dreads.
cooking. I have the mailbox stove in the winter. I have this year round, and so this is really efficient. This is called a solo
I
stove.
wanted to see his shirt. Okay, he has. It's on his shirt and it's on the side of his wagon. This guy is self-reliant, 100%. He needs very little. Okay, his shirt's got a fold in it, unfortunately, but it's got his name. He's a subsistence nomadic dairy shepherd's farmer sitter. Will work for local food, cooking, making cheese. World Solutions, single, interested in long term. Oh, he's single, ladies. He's single. He's in
12 things that
Tennant,
I,
Oregon,
hundreds of
or
things that I've
something.
tested. This is one of those things. Solo stove. This is like $50, and it's gonna last. It hasn't
You guys,
started
this guy
rusting
has
yet,
everything.
at
I mean,
all.
Since you're off the grid and
I just kept looking at my friend Justin and look at him. And I just be like, and Justin goes, "This is the future," and he's like 100% dead serious. And I'm like, oh my God, he's right. Here's your future. Mad Max? No, this guy's got it going on,
So
you
how do
guys.
you,
It's
when you need power,
unbelievable.
for example, for your telephone, how do you charge it? Do you have any equipment?
This battery is absolutely awesome. I've been using this for over a year now, and it hasn't formed any memory. And this whole thing charges in 2 hours, and it'll keep my stuff charged for like a week.
Okay, I take it back. He
So
does have
every week
some
you have to charge
modern
the charger.
day
Well, I have a solar panel too.
conveniences.
This is an important thing. This is my shower. This is one of the things that I'm very, very impressed with. You got to keep in mind, I'm an anti-consumer. Like, I'm impressed with this consumer product. Like, I advocate people get this thing, especially if they're trying
Yeah,
to
of
do what I'm
course
doing.
he's a hippie.
So this thing is got a
He's a total
it's got a
hippie.
mixture for staying cool, and you can do anything all the way to like a stream that has a lot of pressure. But I have a wire
Right on,
right
Maggie.
here that I just attach it, and it becomes a shower.
Oh yeah. You know who's got a
And so I
new?
just sit here, and I
I got
also
a new
have a hole on the
t-shirt
backside of
now.
both sides of my wagon open up, and so I have a hole on the backside, so I can take a shower when I'm standing up. But I like to just do it in here. But I just do and I'm able to get everything, and it's all metal construction, so I'm able to put it on my stove. So, and I colored it black, so it's able to solar heat, and the bottom of it is very efficiently made for heating it up.
I
by the
just my
stove.
mind
And
yesterday
you can
watching
see
this
it's
guy I was
done.
like,
so any heat that would round out.
all right, I'll
just
just I'll pause it here. I'll drop his link. I think that was just I just couldn't believe this guy. I was like, wow. Aaron Fletcher has grazed his sheep and lived off the land as a traveling shepherd for 12 years. He calls it guerrilla grazing, a step above guerrilla gardening, and he lets his sheep graze with permission, public parks and side lots. Homeless by choice, he offers his services to small farms in exchange for food or a place to stay, though half his calories come from his sheep's milk. With a tiny metal cart home pulled by a sheep, he has a bed, a fridge, cooler, shower, power solar panel, sun oven. Oh, the sun oven is cool. I got to show you guys the sun oven. Fletcher makes cheese and butter from his sheep milk and forages for seeds and fruits, vegetables and herbs. He's got a map he created for foragers in his region. He makes some money with his Scythe business, cutting noxious weeds for locals, but he's insisted he's not interested in making money and just hopes to serve as an example for other homeless interested in guerrilla grazing. So he's actually willing to teach people about this if they're interested and do that. Yeah, that's cool, Maggie. 18 by 18. We built our mama a tiny house. She's in a 7 by 24. And but I want to find the sun oven because I've seen the sun ovens on
Got some stuff from Human.
Facebook Reels. You know how they do their commercials and stuff, and they pull out that thing. Well, this guy, I mean, I bet you he's a vegetarian. I bet you he doesn't eat any meat. Maybe if the sheep died, I don't know. This guy seems like, okay, so here he goes. You got to see this. This is the coolest thing.
Constantly. So it's really easy for cleaning. Have you seen the new forms of solar ovens called solar evacuated tubes? They're very, very impressive. And they're something that will last you your entire life. This is one of the brands called GoSun, and these are called solar evacuated tubes. This is a rather new technology that I'm really trying to promote and get out to people. Like,
I don't know if you can make one, Maggie.
We're having a really hard time with homeless setting fires, accidentally and intentionally, the mentally disabled ones. This is a solar oven that uses these rather
They're so
unorthodox
sweet,
trays,
too.
but they're very,
I really
very
love
efficient.
this guy.
Like super efficient. So efficient that I bake bread in the wintertime.
It could afford to be a little bit thicker than this.
Look at this, you guys. Look at this.
My banana bread is done. That is so amazing.
Banana bread.
Okay, so this is it's combining a thermos, which has a vacuum seal in between two layers, and so it's combining a thermos with a greenhouse.
You're right,
It's
Jerry.
huge. So
You're
the
good.
only place that he can get out is through this rubber.
I'd
this
like
little
van
cabinet.
life better than the sheeps and the cart,
Yeah.
personally.
Flavor is escaping.
But
Oh my goodness.
you wouldn't have this.
Potatoes,
Look at
wild
the cheese.
parsley,
Look
wild
at the cheese. I
garlic,
eat vegan mostly, but I do eat cheese sometimes. I eat seafood. I don't eat poultry, swine, or bovine. So
Wild carrot flour, sheep's oil, and lavender. And then topped off with sheep cheddar cheese, wild almond.
yum.
Golden,
Look at this guy, you guys.
chicory flour.
I didn't find my husband already.
They make larger ones in this, larger tubes,
Who am I
but
to be
they're
with this
not
guy?
nearly as efficient as this diameter. These guys didn't invent this. I actually am connected with the man who invented this. His name's Alex Key. Give him credit.
Oh, you know
Here's
it,
his story.
Chuck.
So these tubes,
You know he
originally were
does.
20 years ago to pump
But he-
water
I don't know,
through
he
for
moves
hot water
around,
heating,
so
and he
He's
thought
got to
it
get his
should be
summer
able to
gig,
be
right?
a
From
more
June
efficient
to
solar.
October.
Oh my God, I overdo
Look at that.
Holy
Look at
cow,
that.
all butter.
You know that butter and cheese is the
As fast,
best.
every bit as fast, if not faster than an oven. I am not even joking.
Eggplant and a tomato.
It's something that like really needs to get out of the world because it's freaking awesome. You can also turn it sideways and you can cook soup in it. And
I kept
actually,
telling
as soon as I can
Justin,
get a
man,
huge
if
fork
I-
and a copper
I
foil,
might
I'm
leave
gonna
Billy
make a
for
water
this guy.
distiller.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
And
kidding, you
so
guys.
this
I
is
love
one of
my
the things
husband.
that-
He's
one
the
of the
best.
consumer items that
But I am
promote
so
being an
impressed with this
anti-consumer,
guy.
saying aloud again. This I'm really in love with this for grinding my herbs. I originally got this when I was living out of pack boxes because I didn't have.
Oh,
a
I
capacity
missed
to have
that
a full-size
yesterday. I
grain
must have
grinder.
went to the
I can't
restroom or
grind up
something.
herbs, fresh herbs with the big grain grinder because the wheels are so big that they'll just absorb most of it. And so this is this cute little wheel, and you can tighten it down and make it finer, or it was set for
Cute
just like
little
pepper.
wheel. Anyway, all
This is
right. Did I drop his link in there for you? I don't know. Let me see if I did or not. Yeah, but I just think he's cool. Anyway, he grows the best. I saw you last night, Chuck. I think was that you or was that Charles Keeling? Were you on? No, you weren't on Gigi's show last night. Robert, y'all were talking for hours. I would bop in and I was like, okay, they're all getting a good one tied on now. I could tell, everyone was feeling real good last night on Gigi's channel. So yeah, today we are going to be at the courthouse from 4 to 6. Somebody just sent me something for Humboldt County I want to share. You guys do know that I'm pretty locally based, but I do have some other things to share sometimes, but mostly I like to share what's going on in Humboldt County. So tomorrow at Freshwater Park at 2:00, they are going to go to It's the Health Freedom Humboldt, and they're going to make signs for the rally on Sunday. Okay, so if you want to go to Freshwater Park tomorrow at 2:00, bring your supplies, because this is going to be the biggest rally that we've seen in Humboldt County, hands down. This is the medical community. I suspect they'll be coming from Fortuna, McKinleyville, and Eureka. We have 4 hospitals here. No, we have 3 hospitals here. We used to have 2 in Eureka. We have 1 in Eureka. But we do have what's it called? The clinics, the urgent care clinic. I mean, we've got other places too. Like, we have lots of medical facilities. And so I'm sure there's lots of people that are just not down with this, right? I mean, if you watched yesterday's stream, I shared that guy from Reading, who is one of the 2. He does something with cardiology, because Reading over there does have the best heart unit there, right? So he works a machine there with another guy, and they both said they're not getting it. And if they go down, there's no one else to run the machine. And so he was letting them know, hey, we really need to deal with this. We're not taking this jab. And it was really sad, because he was also telling them, and I thought about it, should I just take it? And if I die and blah, 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 what in the hell are we doing? Can you believe this guy had to think like that? Oh, if I took it and I died. Okay, can that be enough? Can we recognize that we have doctors that are now sitting here thinking about if they should self-sacrifice? I just, I don't know where some of you are in Humboldt County, but I sure hope you're there on Sunday. Because I'm really sick of seeing the complaining and you know who you are, you cocky ones. When Mr. T was in office, you were out there touting your flag. You had his protection and you felt safe. Well, we don't feel safe out there, but we're out there. And last night, as much as I like what was her name? She was a cowgirl that came on Gigi's show. She came on Mike's show, and then did she come on Gigi's show too? No, she only came on Mike's show, but she was advising everybody to not go marching, to not go out, to not do anything. I love you, girl, but you're wrong. You're wrong. My town is decimated. There's no other way. There's no legal course of action for us to take right now. My sheriffs and police do not back us. The only option we have is to get out there and have signs and be there for the people that pull over and want to talk to us, because that's what happens. It looks like nothing is really happening. But you know what? There is stuff happening. And it's not time to cower and hide in your houses and kiss your flag. I'm sorry. I just was getting so pissed off last night. I'm like, girl, I love you, but you're wrong. You're wrong. You cannot hide in your house anymore. If you live in California, it's time to get off your butt. Okay? It's time. You cannot hide home kissing your flag. It doesn't work. Singing Kumbaya at Arcata Plaza, you guys aren't helping either. I've been at this since March, and every single month I have had people attack me. I have had people tell me, I'm not doing this right. I'm not doing that right. I need to stop doing this. I need to start doing that. I'm doing me. Okay, I'm doing me. Like it or leave it. Change the channel. It's real easy. When I watch people that piss me off, I go, oh, I'm done with them. You could be done with me. It's okay. I don't care. I'm doing me. And I'm not sitting up and hiding out in my house while they take my town over and embezzle money and shut my mom and pops down and VK the 12-year-old kids. You're crazy if you think I'm staying home. No, I'm dying on this hill. They could take me out. I'm not letting them do this to my town anymore. I'm sick of it. And it's the cowards that have got us in this position in the first place. Love you, girl, but no. I have to get out. I have to. These people's lives are depending on it. There's people that don't take the jab when we're there. They stop every single time and say, I've been thinking about taking it, but I don't know. I don't want to take it. And they don't take it. Do you understand that is saving a life? Do you understand that it takes courage and bravery to make change happen? I'm sure Martin Luther King doesn't regret that he was assassinated. He made changes. He made it happen. And he's rolling over in his grave right now over what we're doing again. Segregating, separating, discriminating, harassing, bullying, shaming, arresting. Yeah, I just can't. I know that there's infiltrators, and I know that there are people that do want to come out and hurt us, but my God is bigger than all of them, and I am not afraid. I am not afraid. And I don't appreciate people that are afraid of those things that come on the Liberty Warrior Nation and try to make us all afraid again. That's not what the channel's about. Sorry. The channel is about getting your courage on. The channel is about sharing the truth, spreading the truth, being the truth, teaching the truth. We're not hiding out at home kissing our flags, okay? I'm not. I'm going out, and guess what I'm doing? I'm flying my flag. I'm in the paper in my town because it's such a weird thing. And they said, why is that girl flying the flag? Why is that girl carrying a flag? I told them, I never leave home without it. I love my flag. But I'm going to kiss it and fly it in public. Okay, I'm going to kiss it and fly it in public with my big guns. They want to mess with me? Go ahead. Go ahead. Mess with me. Go ahead. You want to take me out? You could kill this body. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. And I ain't going to a freaking concentration camp. You freaking idiots have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea what you're saying. You have no idea what they have planned for us. Unless you stand up. Because if you just keep going with the flow, you're going with a depopulation agenda, fool. Okay? It's time. I'm done sugarcoating people, obviously. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm offending people left and right. Don't care nowhere. Change the channel. Change the channel. Because I've had it. I've had it. I know the stories. Yesterday, somebody called on Liberty Warrior, and I felt so bad because by the time I got on to speak, I forgot and got wrapped up in what I wanted to share. But I want to tell you something. Yesterday, somebody spoke, and it was in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the show, and she called in, and she told us her daughter died yesterday from the second jab. Now the calls are coming in. And in the chat, there was other people. And in my show, there's people that have told me, K-Nation best friend died from the jab. David Gobin's brother died from the jab. Don't tell me to take your poison shot. You got a lot of nerve. You want to tell me to take something? I want to show you some videos, okay? And then we'll talk. You're not seeing the videos because you are censored. You are watching censored information. You have no idea what's going on. You have no idea that corporate America is wrapped up with big pharmas, wrapped up with the corrupt government. The only good, free people that there are is we the people. We're we the people, you guys. We're we the people. We're it. We are it. And the rest of the world is looking at us and saying, please, Americans, please wake up. Australia's dying. They're dying by force. The video I saw last night made me sick. It made me sick. I don't even want to share it. The kids, the parents that have held out, and the kids, and they're coming for the kids. They're taking the kids from the parents. They're doing that thing. About the daughter. Yes, you heard that. Oh my gosh. Jerry, in that moment, don't you just feel like this is surreal, right? This is surreal to me. I don't know how y'all can just be like, just take the this and wear the this. You make me sick. I'm sick of you. You're ignorant. You're totally blind. You have no idea what you're pushing. You are pushing an evil satanic agenda. Yeah, you are. You have been indoctrinated into the satanic occult ritual practices. Congratulations, you're in like Flynn. Oh, good. Robert knows I'm dying and I need some help here. Robert. Buddy, thank you.
How you doing?
Thank you. And I
Yeah,
watched
good.
that video last night. I watched it last night, and see, guys, see how it is. That broke my heart, Robert. I watched that video last night. It broke my heart. Did you see the redhead dad screaming at the board of super? Did you see the redhead dad screaming at a meeting? Why do I got feedback? I got feedback on you. Can't be me.
Hold on. Let me go back out and try this again.
Okay, come back in. I'm gonna try to find
Dogs
this
are fighting.
guys. Okay, go get him. Get him. Come back. I need you. I'm getting too upset. Get myself upset. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You know, some of you have known me for a while. Some of you don't know me at all. But I've been through a lot of crap with this COVID shit. I've been through it with my daughter. I couldn't get to her. I was separated from my daughter. I was separated from my son. My mother was separated from my sister in the hospital. Almost went to a rehab. I thought she was going to die. This was early on. I have not been putting up with this since last May. May 1, 2020, we had our first courthouse rally in Humboldt County, and I never stopped. Have a good show. I'll try to pop in yesterday. I'm having an internet issue. Great. I bet I'm choppy, huh? Sorry about that. Magic Prepper talked about camps yesterday. Today. Fear is less when you are prepared, and you know without a doubt God is behind you. Absolutely. I'm not afraid. But I'm also, like I said, I feel like we're unbalanced, right? We've got corporate America and you've got we the people, and the corporate America is in charge of big pharma. They're in charge of the medical community, and they're in charge of some government entities. And what I realized yesterday, and I never made the point, but I kept telling you, I realized this yesterday, was that the medical community, our medical system has to fall. Right? It has to fall. It has to go through this. Maybe this is a great thing for us. Maybe these birth pains are wonderful because maybe these hospitals will be reckoned with. And maybe they'll actually start treating people for the problem rather than the symptoms and giving us pills for what we need, right? Chop, chop, chop. I know, darn it. Is it better? I'm sorry. Is it better? Chop, chop, chop. I know I could see that I was flailing over here. Let's see if Roberts can get in. Hey, how you doing? Oh, that's better. I don't hear no echo.
Let me get some. There's no echo, right?
Nope, sounds great.
Oh, here you go. Done. Done. Are you kidding me?
Did you see that? I don't want to make fun of her, okay? I don't want to make fun of her. I know she means well, and you know what? She's probably right about some city concentrated areas marching down the street, right? Marching down the street in protest. Maybe you're going to get, I don't know, like if it's surrounded by Mr. T, I don't know. I get that. But when they're saying it's time to stand up in your communities, it's time to stand up in your counties, it's not by doing what you just did. That doesn't do nothing.
No kidding. Got to do what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she's afraid or if she has intel and she really is really, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to assume she is an intelligent person, right? And that she wants what's best for us all, and she doesn't want to see us get hurt. And that's where I'm going to leave it at that, and just say, I kindly disagree with you, girl, because I live in California. Doesn't she live in California too, or was she in the Midwest?
Colorado.
Ohio, Wisconsin, Colorado. Yeah, I mean, but you know what? That's what's fun about liberty is you do get to have all those different perspectives, hash it out. Go over those ideas with each other and say, well, what do you think about staying home and kissing your flag versus going out and marching, right? We could talk about it. I'm not going to, hopefully she won't hate me knowing that I'm talking about her idea in a way that's not 100% agreeable, because I don't hate her at all. I don't hate people I disagree with. I think that's so dumb. I mean, Robert, you and I can't possibly agree on everything, but we agree. There are things you want to agree with. The same with most people. Like, I don't like to be with people. I don't want to hang out with people that think stealing is okay. You know, like, so we have our things we know are good and right and true altogether. And then there's other things we're like, I don't know, Robert, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And we don't get upset, but I don't know that woman. So I just feel a little bit bad to be talking about her idea without her here to defend herself. But it just came to me, and I knew I almost wanted to call in and talk with her, but I had such crappy internet last night when I couldn't do it. But I would have, if I had good internet, her and I could have had a real good discussion. You know, we could have got it on, and maybe I'll ask Mike to have her on again and talk this out, because
Introduce her to Flags Across America. That's what everybody was typing in the chat.
so they weren't really agreeing with what she was saying. I couldn't see much of what was going on either. Was she getting any people that agreed with her, though? I'm sure there's people that agree with her. There's people that are disabled and can't get out. And yeah, they could stay home and kiss their flag and pray. And you know what? It probably would be very effective if they're praying too. Right. But, and not probably, it would be effective. But yeah, I hope she doesn't,
make yourself seen. You're not going to be seen sitting in your house kissing your flag.
No, but you know, she's talking about the Black Hats agenda and the Tifa, you know, people. And right. So I get it. You know, they do come out and do harm to people sometimes, but I can't get on board with that. I have to get out. I have to do my thing. There's too much to do. Grandkids school had 0 C cases, shut down school, and parents are pissed, not pulling it again. Watch. Are you in California, Chuck? I forget if I know I've asked you before.
I can't remember either.
No. Hi, Shepherd, honey. Yesterday you spoke with an old friend who told her very proudly a family of generational Freemasons and said, everything we're saying is wrong. I think it might have triggered her. Yikes. Yeah. If you were watching in the beginning, I was talking about the two different, you know, there's corporate America and there's we the people. Corporate America is controlled, funded, and powered by the Freemasons and the Illuminati. And if you want to learn about that, Illinois, that's right. He's our brother, Robert. We should know this.
Gosh.
He's an Illinois brother. Chuck from Illinois.
Him and working.
Working is from Illinois, yeah. I wonder, did he ever say if he got a job in Tennessee? Is he still in Nashville? What's going on with him? Do you know?
No.
Oh, I wonder how he is. Chuck says he's in a small town. Oh, no, Maggie says, Chuck, I'm small town okay, and they're mandating it in schools. Ridiculous because of first case of day classes. Yeah, so I really think, you guys, that this has to do with exposing the corrupt government entities, right? Obviously the schools are the worst, right? They're suffocating the kids, jabbing the kids, doing it behind the parents' backs. In some cases, I've heard that. And the schools have to go, the hospitals have to go.
Yep.
you know what else? This is why we're suffering. They said this was going to get bad in August. September was going to be bad. The fall's going to be bad with people dying. They're going to be dying from the jab, and they're going to be telling us it's the unjab that are doing it, which is why it's time. You have to get out. We have to educate against the mind control. There's no other way. There's no other way. You can't get through the airwaves. You can't make a commercial.
No.
You know, you know, we have success here. We do a real good video. What happens? Gone. Oh, they talk too much truth there. Way too much truth there. We better take that video down. That's what blows me away. How do people not see? Yeah, they are collecting the funds. The government collects the funds. The teachers' unions, they're all sellouts. They're all sellouts.
Yep.
You didn't mean to yell. That's okay, Shep. I kind of would like to hear you yell sometime. I'm curious how a woman like you sounds when you yell. It's probably like, I said no. No, just kidding. You probably can yell.
Stop.
But your voice is the most calming voice. I swear, you guys. Shepherd of the Forest. I'm going to drop her link for you guys for her book readings. She does excellent.
I work in electronics and computers.
Sorry. Shepherd does excellent. She reads, right, Robert? Can you explain it to me? I did. She never really shows herself, right? And there's no call-in show. It's a reading show, right?
Yep.
It's
narrates.
Right.
She narrates.
Narrative show, right? And I have seen Shepherd put.
So there's no excuse.
For what?
She reads it for you.
Right. There's no excuse. Get on and get educated. I let Robert read it.
So you know what this is about. If you don't listen to Shepherd, you need a shepherd because you're a lost sheep. Listen to Shepherd. She is the shepherd of the forest.
That's right. Here's her channel, you guys. So if you're too lazy like me, then you just have a friend like Robert who does listen for you, and then he tells you all the good parts. So that's what I do. No, I do it'd be cool. What I need to get really good at is learning how to download things, podcasts and things, so that when I'm working, because the problem is I'll go to it live. I don't even know. Can you download YouTube videos? I wonder, Shep, do you do it anywhere else besides YouTube? Because I wonder if, I think you can download them, right? You can download them like a podcast, can't you? Because that's the problem is I'll try to go fart around the house and I'll throw it on and it's live and my internet sucks and then it's getting broken up, you know. So yeah, Neck of the Woods is on today. Wonder what they're talking about. What are they? I'm gonna drop the link, you guys. If you want to chat with Robert and I, do it quick because if no one comes in, I'm probably gonna hang up pretty soon. Go make some signs for our rally today. I want to do one. I have that banner. What? Go ahead. Sorry.
I forgot it was Friday.
What are you saying? You can't get here by 4?
No.
That's okay.
I love
maybe.
You,
yeah, it's far for you. Your group, you got to do your area up there. An hour and a half trip for you could turn into a 4-hour trip with the road. So it's okay. But you know what I'll do for you is I'll do some lives. Cool. You know, I'll do some lives and show you guys.
Maybe, hopefully more people will come now.
I think so, because Seth is coming from Shively and he's the one that wanted to have it later, you know, because we always do it like 12 to 3. You know, you saw how dead it gets after 2 o'clock. It's, you know, lunchtime's over. It's just like whoever's driving now. But at 4 o'clock, I think 3 o'clock is the time people start getting off work. I used to work 7 to 3, right? And so 4 o'clock to 6, I think we're going to have a much better show of cars and people, and, you know, maybe people that they're not on their lunch break also be more apt to pull over and talk with us, you know? So yeah, I got some paper that'll unroll like a banner. And I think what I want to put on it is just, I'm going to put We the People. I do want to still try to print out to a big Liberty Warrior California one. and a Liberty Warrior Nation one, and then a couple Q readers. If I could pull that off, I'd be super happy today. Yeah, you got to run. Okay, honey. Thanks for stopping in. Love you, girl. She got some good reading to do, and her other side gigs are needing her attention. We're all very busy, but
love you, Shep.
Maggie, thank you for stopping by. It was great to chat with you too, honey. Enjoy your 18 by 18 home. That's super cool. I love tiny houses. I didn't share much anything else of that girl, but let me drop her link in for everybody. The shepherd link is in there, the goat or the sheep shepherder. I kept saying to Justin, is it he? Are those sheep or goats? I want to tell his joke so bad, but I don't. You know, when he pulled out that pregnancy test, Justin said, okay, it's okay if you stay here, just don't with the sheep, you know?
Yeah, leave the sheep alone.
Leave the sheep alone. Yes. Chuck says, you want truth about Masons? I think people are very uninformed and listen to all the BS this Hollywood Eliminate is and mix the two groups together. Yeah, my husband, when he was in college, I remember he did an essay about Freemasons. That was in 1991 or 2, you know. And I have never really heard of them in Chicago before. They do have the temples all over. But what do you think it's going to be like when all this stuff goes down? Here's something I've thought of. We have a building here. Do you have one in Del Norte? Do you have a Masonic Lodge temple? We have several of them here.
I haven't looked around yet.
Yeah. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Which video, honey? Which video? I did drop the link for the sheep guy already, but let me share her. Is that the one with Kirsten that you want? She's a sustainable. She goes all over the world. Oh, you know what, Robert? I should share this other one with you real quick. You need to watch this.
What do you mean? What does she mean? Drop the link for?
Well, I was talking about the shepherd guy.
Wisconsin?
No. I don't think so. She wants the link for the video in Wisconsin. Which one? The GUT in Wisconsin. Did I talk about it?
The GUT.
Oh, honey, I don't know, Lily. What is it? Not Christian.
I was just talking to my sister in Wisconsin. That's why I was jumping in and out. She's having trouble right now. What is she? She is a, what do you call those people? She is a hospice central coordinator.
Okay.
They want her to take the poke. She's like,
they gotta fight. They gotta fight. There's no other choice.
She's doing it.
Okay. Oh yes, the redhead guy. The redhead guy, right? Not Christian. I don't know. Yeah, not Christian. Hollywood's not Christian, right? Is that what you mean?
That was
yeah.
Lily, that was in Humboldt County. That was in Eureka.
He had the cowboy hat on. Did I share it, honey? Oh, dang it. What's she talking about?
I don't know.
He was at the board meeting. Oh.
That's not Wisconsin.
I don't know if I shared that, Lily. I did share it. Oh, shoot, girl. Maybe you can call in and tell me.
Oh, no.
Hello from the sleepy UK, Anthony. How are you, darling? I'm going to drop the link, Lily, if you want to.
What do you call it?
Or you could just keep typing, but I'm not getting it. I'm sorry. He was at the board meeting. Did I share it yesterday? The guy yesterday I shared was a doctor, but he wasn't wearing a cowboy hat. He had the cowboy hat on. Who is she talking about, Robert?
I can't remember.
Did I share something with that?
I think it was on was it Stand Up Humboldt? Was it that video?
Oh, I don't know.
At where you had recall the mayor signs.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the one she's talking about.
He was at the board meeting, guy. Not Christian. The guy in Wisconsin. Dang it. I don't know who she's talking about. I thought it was your video that shared it. Maybe. Was it today, honey? Yes, that's it. Oh, it was okay. Of our Eureka City Council meeting that we.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you know what? She's talking about. If she's okay, I think I know what the only one I can think of that she's talking about is
I don't know.
my community in my town, Access Humboldt. When they spoke at the city council meeting, there was a guy with a cowboy hat that spoke.
Must be him. Are you in Wisconsin, Lily?
Oh, but she said he was in Wisconsin. So no, this is I don't know what she's talking about. Dang it.
I don't know.
He was redhead guy with cowboy hat. Oh, okay, yeah, I know what yep. You're right. Yep. She's talking about, let me see if this guy the guy I saw was wearing dreads. The guy I recorded. Okay, it'd be a lot of hassle for me to send this to myself, but I'm going to play this guy for you. This is not him, but because he's not wearing a cowboy hat, but not Wisconsin, but you're Washington, but you're visiting California for a few days. He was a redhead guy with a cowboy hat. Okay, all I know is I recorded that here. And Robert, I don't know if you've seen this guy or not, but oh my gosh, watch this guy. Oh shoot, I'm all the way down.
Get a vaccine.
Okay, I'm probably.
About to open a pit of hell. You do not get a vaccine passport put on us. You know, as the population who's in control, you know that the people are the politicians. Once you get a power, you will never relinquish it. Do you think that the 4 feet of marble that holds you above high in this chamber will help you from the fate of humanity which you are unleashing? No! It won't! Your children and your children's children will be subjugated! They will be asked, how many vaccines have you had? Have you been a good little Nazi? Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci!
I feel him.
Really,
I feel him. I could go to my board of supervisors and hopefully hold it to a little more together. That's not him. Okay. Was it yesterday or today, honey? Just tell me if it was yesterday or today and I'll figure it out. He needs a big pot leaf. You and the pot, Chuck. I mean, I don't know if you're like in need or if you just have a lot and you just, that's how mad we have to be. Jerry, let me tell you, buddy, I am that mad. Yeah. I'm holding back right now because it was yesterday. Okay, sweetie, let me find it for you. It was probably, Washington.
Come see me, Chuck.
Robert will hook you up.
I'll hook you up.
Washington, it's the dreads. Okay, so the doctor, I think she's cowboy hat. I do not know. Yesterday, though, I do know. What about yesterday, Robert? What did I share yesterday was let me go real quick and look through it. I don't know. I remember the doctor that I shared, not the one from Reading, but she's saying Washington. So let me see. Let me just go through this and see what I was sharing yesterday. Let me see what I was sharing. I'm sure I'm looking like a know-it-all here. Such a little know-it-all. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm curious where Lily.
I wonder if she wanted. What's that?
I wonder where Lily's visiting California.
What? Yeah, Lily, if you're by us, I got extra room. I'm in Humboldt County. You ever hear of Humboldt County? No, you're from Washington. Okay. Lily, was it you said, okay, I'm confused because I thought I asked if it was our city council, and you said, yeah, but you're saying it's from Wisconsin, right? Laguna Niguel. I don't know where that is. Laguna Niguel. He was a redhead guy with a cowboy hat. Huh. Wow. I believe her. I'm sure I do get off on little tangents. A redhead guy with a cowboy hat. But he was from Washington, Lily? Is that what you're saying? He was from Washington? Robert, do you remember any of that?
No.
I don't either.
You guys, you.
What? What are you laughing at?
You
got any jokes, Robert?
No, this is so much information coming on. Yeah. I was up so late last night.
Now what? Not him, right? Because he's not wearing a cowboy hat, Lily. He is the Reading guy. Wisconsin, Orange. Okay, so Wisconsin. She wants some video that I shared from Wisconsin. Okay, let me see. I do not doubt that I shared a video or two that I don't remember.
I can't think. I remember because I'm from Wisconsin, Lily.
Right? Mostly I remembered sharing. I remembered sharing. Yeah, this event that happened. You were there with me yesterday too. Oh, was it? It wasn't that, right? It wasn't the. It wasn't the reel of. No, she said it was a redhead guy with a cowboy hat. Okay, I'm sorry, Lily. I know you've told me all you can tell me, and I just can't think of it. But maybe it'll come to me. Hey, Justin, are you listening? You were here yesterday. Do you know what she's talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just going through the whole thing real quick because it's good chance that I shared something yesterday. If she says something, will you read it to me? Can you see the chat? So I'm trying to see if I shared a video at the end or something.
Oh, she's
from Wisconsin.
She's down by Orange County.
Oh, she's far away.
Yeah.
Are you driving? She must be driving, right? No, she could have flew.
She said she'll check your.
Well, she's driving.
She said she'll check your video tomorrow, or I'll check your video from yesterday.
Okay, I'm just looking through it. I remember I went here on the VAERS report. Maybe it's after this. I'm almost through the whole thing, so maybe I'll find it. I don't mind looking for you, honey. I'm really bad about dropping the links. I do need to get better at that because I sure appreciate it. You know, someone's going to share information, like, come on, put the link in. So I try to do that. I do on Liberties, you know, and I try to do it on mine. But obviously I didn't yesterday on that one. It's going to hit me like a brick when when I hang up and she goes away. I'm going to be like, oh, that guy, you know, that redhead guy with the cowboy hat. You're showing me your bats here, Robert.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
I gave him a bath.
I don't know, man.
I gave him a bath last
I got to find it. I don't know.
Unreal.
I don't know. There was something on BitChute I did want to share today. I forgot what, but that video I saw of the parent and the child getting taken away just really did me in last night. I thought, God, that can't happen here, you know? We can't have that happen here. The minute that happens in one of these states, don't you think all the states? Part of my hope is like there's a lot of us. Vallejo. I am. No, we're like 4 or 5 hours north of Vallejo, I think.
Oh.
I've been to Vallejo one time. I think that's where Donna Godshaw lives. Do you know who Donna Godshaw is, Robert?
No. Vallejo.
If you don't know who Donna Godshaw is, then you are not a true.
Who?
She's Vallejo.
I was
Donna Godshaw.
No, we're on the north. We're 5 hours north on the coast.
She was eating food all the way here in order not to put on the diaper. Oh, so maybe she did fly. Yeah, you didn't have a Nazi stewardess then. Some of them are just so. Yeah.
Hey,
That's cool. You're with your son.
Who are we talking about?
That's great.
I was talking to somebody else.
Lily, she flew.
No, instead you put a fork on a necklace. So when you go shopping, I don't know. There's so many podcasts going on. You put a necklace.
I don't know either.
Right? You put a necklace with a fork on it.
Yeah.
And then when you, because you know, the sea recognizes when you're gonna eat. So you put a fork on your necklace, right? You walk into a store and they give you crap and say, "No, I'm just about to eat." Right? There you go.
That's a good idea. That's pretty brilliant. I think that's pretty brilliant.
They said it, didn't they? That's the rules. That's the rules. See, I have a hard time playing games. That's why
I'm just gonna walk in. I'm just gonna walk in I'm gonna walk in with a fork in my mouth. No, I'm eating.
Yeah, I'm eating.
Don't bother me, man. Yeah, I'm eating. Don't bother me.
Yeah. Lily's actually.
Oh, your son works for the airline. I hope. Yeah, I hope he was not forced to take the thing. I wonder. I know. I do not ask people. I try not to ask people. That's private, personal business, you know.
Exactly.
But I have a cousin who works for the airline too, and so I'm wondering. I know that a lot of them have been forced. You know, I just don't know if people. You would stab yourself. Chuck is funny. He's a funny one. You need to get on sometime with those jokes, Chuck. You need to get on and
I want to know why.
us.
I want to know why Lily goes on vacation and goes to the city.
What? You want to know why?
Yeah.
Her son. She's visiting her son.
Oh.
Yeah, and he works for the airline. She said.
Oh.
Let's see. She's at Walmart in a city near me. They made the employees wear the diaper because they got the jabber and then cut the thingy. Oh, how lame.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, yucky. Yucky. What a messed up world we're in right now, huh?
Come see the redwoods, Lily.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Praise the Lord. I'm so glad.
Really good.
So relieved. Oh, it's so hard. Yeah, my daughter's friend took it and she said to me the other day, I'm just worried about what this thing is doing to my body. And I want to help her, you know. I want to give her
Does she feel something or no? Does she feel anything?
No, I think I asked her if she got sick at all after the second dose, you know, and I think she did say she was sick. I'm not sure though, because that's the concern, right? If they got sick,
well,
that wasn't a placebo,
right? That's what I was going to bring up. You showed the placebo thing,
right? Did I send that to you? They're paying $7. What did she say? That was in Portland having a rally, and Antifa said they were coming, and the sheriff said the police will not be there. Fucking unreal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, I know. Well, the police, they're just, I don't know. I really don't know.
A pair of nunchucks that ain't doing nothing.
Right. I mean,
the
best thing I ever seen is they took one of them agriculture things and that like sprayed poo-poo.
Yeah.
That's what they should do. Just line them up. Those babies will be running away like that. Oh, I got poo-poo on me.
Go get a job, man. The rest of us did.
Hey, you know what? I just realized something. All we need is all those people from Shane's town in Beavertown where they chuck the poop and we get them out here to chuck the poop at Antifa. That was funny last night. That Beaver stuff.
Oh.
Justin and I were watching you guys and we were also working on, oh God, no. Ugh. Yuck. Yeah, it's the cities. They get you in the cities. They congregate you in the cities, right? And then it's the message is always going out on the billboards, on the radio, on the TV. And Justin and I were talking about that yesterday too, how the cities are, it's where, well, because someone called in yesterday to talk to me about the 1906 earthquake. Was that Heather talking about the earthquake and what really happened there in 1906 and how they love to get us all in one place? And then they do their damage to us. The Bible says, don't be living on top of each other. It just says that, right? And like apartments, it's like living like ants, cockroaches.
I never did. Let me see. I had an apartment and there was like, the max was 4 units. One was 3. And when I moved to Green Bay,
Yeah,
they were like barns. And I said, there's no way.
yeah,
Dude down a block away from you falls asleep with a cigarette in his mouth and burns the
right. That's it.
It burn you up. I'm like,
That's
no,
it.
there's no way.
That's right.
No way.
That's why the condos and apartments, you got to wonder when they're fighting next door and stress and all that anger and drama and like, how far can that go? Is it really just what you hear? Because, you don't want to be around a couple fighting, especially if there starts to be domestic violence in it. And then you're kind of hurled in their drama for sure, not kind of, but you are a little bit.
I lived in that crap for 2.5 years, bud.
What? What?
My ex-wife was a manager at a motel, and I seen it for 2.5 years.
Drama.
I dreaded weekends.
Oh gosh.
I dreaded them. I did secret security. That's when I had the white Doberman.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of secret security, I don't think we'll have time today because I got to get going in like 3 hours. But one of the things that we do want to talk about some things. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to talk about certain things, but until he's here. But Justin and I have a lot of good things we want to share next week about how to navigate through all this stuff. I usually do Fun Friday, but I wasn't feeling too fun after watching that video of Australia last night with the kids.
You missed out.
No, I heard that. I heard that, Jerry. I heard that they filled a stadium with 12,000 kids, locked the doors, did not let the parents in, and played videos and just propaganda of why they needed to take this medicine. And
hey, can you tell I'm inside?
yeah,
I'm inside.
I was noticing that. Oh yeah, that looks great. Look at your loft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All I could think of about is what cruel people that did that. What evil, sinister, diabolical, satanic, as evil as it gets to lock the doors, to take the kids from the parents.
You're gonna be brain dead to hurt a child, man. Period.
I'm gonna see if I can find that one on BitChute. I'll end it with that because it's not like the most uplifting thing, honestly. Yeah. But
I want to get over to Neck of the Woods too.
Yeah, go ahead, honey. Get off. I'm just gonna share this last thing. I'll see you later.
They're doing a what do you call it? A seed trading program.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna send them some huckleberry seeds and some peach seeds.
Hey, look at this. I want to share. I want to drop a link in here that's going to blow some people away. Look at this, the video I found. You ever see this one? Fee Fi Fo Fum, the Giants of Afghanistan. It's going to be biblical. Did you ever see the story about this giant that they found in 2004?
Yeah. I read all
in
about
Afghanistan. It. You read about it?
I read. See, that's how you understand.
Bye, Jerry.
That's how you get some understanding. You don't just read the story. You got to read that story, and another story, and another story, and another story. If your discernment comes up with the same, then you got something. It's very strange.
Right. Yeah, when the mainstream's, I don't know that it's not mainstream because it's still just
No, yeah, it's not. It's not
BitChute,
mainstream. No,
it's not mainstream, but
but that giant.
yeah, well, you can head over if you want to. I'm just gonna
that giant went to.
share this.
He ended up in Ohio. What I read.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, that's what it said. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, honey. Yeah, there's like
you.
3. There was. Love you too, babe. See you later.
Okay.
I'm just gonna share this one thing for anyone who's still hanging out with me. Actually, I'll share something I didn't even see yet, but it looked interesting. It's a 30-second clip. Let's see what it says. Oh yeah, just a picture. Yeah, because he's on the real plane. I don't know if you haven't seen Old Joe's, but it's pretty much a Hollywood one. It's not very legit looking. So yeah, you guys, that giant one. There was 3 soldiers that shared their testimony. None of them went on camera. One of them changed his voice. And but what I wanted to share was the video that I saw yesterday from Australia. I thought it was in here. This guy posts a lot of videos. They might have taken it out. All 50 states were flipped. Symbolism will be their downfall. Oh, we got a Walgreens sting here. Crimes against humanity. Exposure continues. Should we watch that? Should we watch that one? I was trying to find that one with the kids. Yeah, Tyler Perry's. In case you didn't hear, Castle Rock has a studio that looks just like the White House, and it's most likely that's where a lot of this silliness is coming out of. Man, this guy posts so many videos, and he might have just taken down that one, but I was trying to find the one of the Australia parents, just so you could see. It's not really. I don't like sharing stuff like that, but on the other hand, I kind of want to get the sense of urgency with everybody. I want everyone to have the sense of urgency that I feel with all this stuff. It's so scary. You go on BitChute ever? If you never go on BitChute, then probably just looking at these. Let's see. Where are you? Yes, you saw it the other night. Okay, wait. Where in Wisconsin are you? I'm heading. Okay. Chuck, my family's in Chicago. No, and good. Call my brother every day about it. He told her no. Good. God help him not to take it. I actually knew a helicopter pilot from the Night Stalkers out of Campbell, Kentucky. 101 Airborne Giant was very real, believe me. Yeah, I know they're real, but I've never seen any evidence or proof, or I have had no idea of how much they lie to us. They lie to us so much. This is a really scary video that I've seen them talking about doing stuff with the meat. It's disgusting. Why is the meat? Why is the magnet sticking to the meat? It's a good time to go vegetarian, y'all. I don't know. Some of this stuff, you just don't know if it's real. I mean, he could have glue on the thing, right? I don't know. I definitely want to see what's going on in the underground. See what's going on BitChute, you guys. Go on BitChute, go on Rumble, have a look-see, put something in. Here we go. I found it. Here's one to break your heart, okay? If you don't have a sense of urgency right now, it's because you're not seeing the same videos. Good night. Bye, Lisa. This is a video that everybody should see. This is only 30 seconds long, but this is what's going on in Australia, okay? This is disgusting. He has got a death grip on his child. His child is screaming. And that man has to get held down by 3 people. So they're putting that child into an isolation camp. So you who told me I was overreacting, calling this something compared to Nazi Germany, shame on you. You are the one who's blind. You are the one who's not seeing. You have no idea what's going on because you're not looking on the BitChute. You're not looking on the Rumble. You're looking at mainstream media who just continues to lie to you. There are so many videos of injured people. I just don't understand why you people
Aussie kids are collapsing.
I can't play it because I know they'll ban it. So I'm just going to run it for a minute. Now she's trying to hide what's going on here. They're doing this. People are passing out, hiding, dying all over the place, you guys. And you know what? It's coming out now. So it's coming out now, and I'm really sad and I'm really angry at the same time because some people don't even believe it. They're not even aware this is happening. So if they are not aware it's happening, what's our job, right? Indian folklore put giants all over the 4 corners of the U.S. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I know there's a lot of things that are supposed to be coming out. Unfortunately, I think we're having to watch the collapse of our healthcare system and our government and like our government structure, Board of Supervisors, Eureka City Council. Yesterday, I know I got to get off here soon, you guys. I just love to ramble, don't I? Yesterday, I know the lonely people watch me. When I am lonely, I'll throw people on who ramble. I feel like they're talking to me, so I hope that's how you feel. And I'm not boring you with boring information. But yesterday, I was sharing. I better not. Yeah, that's okay. I can share. This is my world. Let me go to my history because I forget what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, Liberty's call. That call. I had planned to share that lady's call of her daughter dying. Melissa, I have prayed for you a lot last night, Melissa. I'm really sorry that happened. Okay, so it's not here, but I did remember what I wanted to share with you is the Access Humboldt because yesterday I said I was going to share with you my city council, and then I didn't. And I'm just going to share the 2 minutes of them, what they're focused on. And I want you to notice how many city council people we have. How many of these people do we need? They're not doing anything for small businesses. They're not doing anything for anybody in our town. They're not doing anything good for anybody. But I'll show you. I want you to see. We rallied Tuesday at the outside of City Hall because that's where our city council was supposed to be meeting and listening to us. But instead, they were not. Instead, they were zooming away, and they had their meeting without us. And here it is. So I'm just going to play this, and then I promise I'm going to get off. I have to go. But this is what we're dealing with in Humboldt County. Look at all these people on the city council. There's our mayor up here, Susan Seaman. She loves the, I don't want to say, I don't know if it's her or not. So how many people do we got here? Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 people.
A couple of hours to get it done. So session, Mr. City Attorney Black.
Mayor, there were no reportable actions taken in closed session.
Thank you very much. So we will move on to the mayor's announcements. I just have a few things today. One is I'd really like to thank the city of Eureka for supporting getting PPE to businesses. We've been getting tons of phone calls across the county from businesses who are looking for masks to use for the new mask mandate.
Not
the
me.
reinstated mask mandate. So we were able
It's
to
not
get
a law.
200,000 masks from the Small Business Advocate.
She's
again,
so proud that they're able to go muzzle the
the
community as much as they could.
And they are
Make me sick.
receiving and
You
holding those
make
masks
me
until we can
sick.
get them done through
You're a
distribution
fool.
this week.
You
It
don't
doesn't
know
sound
these
like
things
a
are
big deal, but,
unhealthy. You
took my
don't know
4 or 5
that you
guys
are a
this morning to the
product
truck and,
of
a couple of hours to get
the
it done. So I was really
machine.
grateful for them. We're going to do it again tomorrow.
These
I
are who
also
want you
wanna
to wear
say that
masks.
masks
These
will be
people want you to wear
distributed in Nevada.
masks.
The city of Arcata will be distributing them. Fortuna Chamber, McKinleyville Chamber.
This is our
Willow Creek
council. This
Chamber,
is what they're worried
Charlotte
about.
Chamber.
Businesses are dying.
Distribution
Schools
will
are
take
closed
place next
down.
Tuesday,
We,
backside
the
of
illness
City
is
Hall
not
on
overrunning
November
our
9th.
hospital, but we got to
So
run around
businesses
like
will
it
be able to
is
just drive through and
because
pick up
they're
masks and hand sanitizer.
embezzling
And all the posts
money.
will be written about that
They
tomorrow. It
embezzle
happened very,
money.
very quickly, and we're trying to
They're
do that as quickly
frauds.
as possible. So I don't have anything
Yeah.
to refer you to
Yeah.
because it hasn't even been written.
They're
up yet.
liars. Nobody
But
likes
if you need
them.
masks, you can reach out. Just email me, and I'll make sure we get you where you need to go.
Oh,
I want to
thank
let
you,
everyone
Mayor
know that Cheryl
Seaman.
Church
Thank you
is the
so
executive director of
much.
the Public Housing Authority to talk about how our two organizations can be more collaborative in the future.
It's all grant
Public Housing
money.
Authority
It's
has
all
come
what they're
from
doing with the
their
money
county
they're
org-
getting
they have a
to be the government sellout corporation, not we the people. They are everything opposite of we the people, you guys. It's me and you, Chuck. I know. Well, it says I have 5 people here, but I know I'm boring and you're going to leave me too. Well, whatever. That's okay. I know it's time to go. I have to get off the phone. This phone. I'm not on the phone. It feels like you're on the phone with your best friend when you're streaming. It's kind of fun. People actually care about what you say and commenting and all that. It is fun. I appreciate you being here, Chuck. You're funny. I want you to get on sometime. Giants of the Mississippi River Valley, known as mound builders, data sticks mounds 3,000 years ago before Indians roamed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning some new stuff. I'm looking forward to learning the truth about all things. I know a lot of things have been hidden from us, but I have found some very treasured truths. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me for 2 hours today. And I'll see y'all later.